Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back. Just for today, I thought I'd give you a review of our workshop. Yeah, all the tractors and machinery getting jobs done. Today is the 10th of December. Sorry I haven't been posting much, just things have been hectic. So anyway, so the first thing I'm just going to show you is the MX135 here. As you can see, the front axle is missing off her. I'm going to bring you around the other side of the forklift. So the tractor is, as you know, 1999. There's about 14,000 hours on it, and the kingpins, they had to be re-bore. So we have that done, and our mechanic is coming today to put it back onto the tractor, put the axle back on. As you can see, the power steering here. It's only a standard axle, no suspension, unfortunately. And then she'll be washed and oil changed, fuel filters changed, air filters changed, and backed into a shed for the rest of the winter. The whole month that's in it. Yeah, poor tractor. Okay, next we have the Case 5120. What's wrong with this tractor is this control unit here. As you can see, it's been welded up. What happened was, this one is off the 5140, and the hedge cutter came flying up. We're not 100% sure how, and broke it all along here. So we have it all mended and back on now, and the tractor's working, but the tractor was out of commission for a while. It'll get the same now, washed down, oil filters, fuel filters, air filters, everything will be changed on it, and it'll be backed in, wait for the spring. I don't know what this tractor will be doing other than ring rolling and forward pressing. Okay, so this is my tractor, the tractor I do all the sewing with. This is it, 6490. As you can see, she's a little sick. So we got her dyno tested, and she was putting out considerably less than she was supposed to. So it was suggested that we got the injectors tested on it. So here are the injectors. There's 3 of them anyway. But the problem is that we don't think we've ever actually had the injectors out on it before. So they're kind of a little on the side of seized. So we're having a bit of a job trying to get them out. But once we get that done, the tractor should be running fairly well. Other than that, it actually has to go down to Hegarty's in Tullow to get the load sensing fixed on it. Somebody had the top link on it, and get the load sensing sorted. We put the load sensing onto it, but the flow regulator isn't working quite right, so we need to get that up and going. Yeah. So yeah, but hopefully it won't be too big a job. We only put a new set of fuel filters onto it there 16th of October, so we probably won't change the fuel filters, but the oil filter will probably need changing. Yeah, nothing much else to do to it. Here's the fertilizer spreader parked in, nice and cozy. Row crop's in behind, if you can see it. One of the plows is in behind it there. The air seeder parked up. Doesn't really need any jobs done to it, thankfully. It also runs in the paraha the drill runs on, so it's taken off, left on a barrel. Here's the frame, because the Lemkin doesn't use an A-frame. This was made by my father. And then the row crops, these are the front one. The little ones are off the front of the tractor, and the big one is off the back wheel of the sprayer. We just have a little bit of seed left over. This is all that was left of the barley and wheat, so we're not doing too badly. And then here I have my bean seed for next year, so that'll have to be tested and cleaned. That'll be fun. Okay, so here we are in the shed that we call the silage bit. Yeah, it's the biggest shed we have in our yard. It's not actually that big in the grand scheme of things. We have the 3645 parked in here. All in all, she's okay. There's a bit of a drain of electricity on something, so we have to disconnect this wire every night It's for the dyno shift, so it's going to have to be tracked back and see if we can sort that. And the brakes are giving a little bit of bother on it. We'll get that sorted anyway. Yeah, Tom, our mechanic, is here all week trying to get everything sorted on the tractors. He'll probably be here every day for the next while, trying to get everything lifted in shape before Slurry on the 15th. So we'll just have to wait and see. Do you know, I haven't actually done a full review of this tractor yet, and I probably will. Everybody likes it, but I'll probably wait for it to get washed down first. I'll just turn around here and look at the combine. Yeah, the combine's probably one of my favourite jobs. So it's been blown down. So it has to go to the John Deere dealership. Unfortunately, the chute, as long as it is, just isn't quite long enough. It's just right in that in-between space for where the tractor's driving on the straw to unload. So John Deere are going to put an extension in right there, we think, by about 2 foot to push it out a bit further. And then hopefully that'll be right. They're also going to take it in and do the the winter service, the 250-hour service, and there was another service they said they were going to do on it as well. So hopefully that'll have it right for next year then. I can't wait. And then here, the one pass, as you can see, hasn't been blown down yet or cleaned down yet. Just being honest with you, I had a baby boy there about a month ago, about 6 weeks ago, and he's just taking up all my time. So everything is behind schedule and where it should be. But anyway, here, as you can see with the fan, there's an oil leak developed in the last what was it? There was 23 acres in the field. So it's the bearing in the fan went halfway through the season, and we changed it and we changed the seal, but we think the seal is gone again, so that'll need sorting. There's a couple of see if we can find them here now for you to see these lads here. Bent. I'll change them out myself. But other than that, it's in fairly good condition. Won't need anything this year, thankfully. And if I can work it into the finance plan at all before I have to go changing discs or anything, I will change the drill. It will need a full set of para tines. As you can see, there's nearly nothing left on them. So, but other than that, it's in good condition. And the teeth on the grubber are fairly okay as well. But we're actually trying to find ourselves a bigger front press with leveling boards on it, because we're adding it up and it's quite expensive running the front forward press, and we have the back forward press, and we have no doubt that it suits our system better. But just as we expand, it becomes more and more difficult to try and run an additional machine and an additional man, and trying to keep everything ring rolled and forward pressed ahead of the drill. So here's the mower anyway. As you can see, it's not much better. It was backed in out of the rain because, or it was, yeah, put in out of the rain because we didn't have time to wash it down. There was plowing and sowing and everything to go. But anyway, this is a little adaptation my father made out of an axle stand, and he put an extension onto it to keep the mower pushed forwards, because it used to sit back and you'd be there unscrewing and unscrewing and unscrewing the top link trying to take it off. So yeah, and there's one of the trailers, and then there's the other one. Okay, so the 6485 now actually probably looks like the most presentable tractor at the moment, even though it's all dirty. I'm just going to do this quickly. So the problem with this tractor is the ECU. So we got both tractors dynoed and they both weren't doing very well. So we were getting the ECU checked, and when we were doing that, it blew. So we have an old ECU of the 6490 because it blew back in 2010 on it, and we're hoping that it'll work fairly well, but we need to get it calibrated for this tractor, or vice versa, before we can find out whether it's working. Now, the ECU didn't actually blow in the tractor. It used to just go into limp home mode. So the local Massey dealer thinks that he has reset the programming in it, and it should hopefully work on this tractor, but we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, let's get the tractor tracked. But anyway, okay, so the swarter and the header are here. So the only thing to be done to the swarter is, you can see here, is there's a bit of a bend just where I got caught in a bit of wire. Bad luck. We got through the entire season, and on the last day, a little bit of wire halfway out in the field wrapped around a tree. But anyway, what can you do? Not a whole lot. Okay, so we're in the last shed for now anyway. I'm not going to bring you over to the out farm because that's all stuff that's along the tooth. The other plough is in that shed there, along with the orange trailer and a few other bits and pieces. But there's nothing really to be done to them, just maintenance really, same as the 5/4 plough. But up here we have our baler. It's going to hopefully go down to Hegarty's and get a full service. I'm not sure exactly. I think there's about 25,000 on it. Really, I haven't driven the baler that much at all. The problem is I only know what it's invoiced for, and the problem is we ran 2 balers for most of the summer, so I'm not actually sure what this particular baler done. But anyway, I know what the wrapper done. But anyway, so this is the wrapper anyway. I was wrapping straw the other day, hence why there's a couple of rolls on it, and why it's so dirty. The only thing to be done to it is just the accumulator seems to be slipping a bit, and this arm here is just moving out a bit more than it should. It should sit like that when it's being while we're ejecting the bale. But anyway, give it a polish and a bit of paint. The poor rollers are suffering from the thousands of bales. Anyway, then we have the Jaguar parked here. It'll go down and get its annual service, and then the disc harrow is in there. Anyway, so you're basically after getting yourself a mini farm tour, a mini machinery tour there. We serviced up the tankers the other day, drained the oils out of them and put fresh oil in, checked all the pipes and the trailing shoes and so on and so forth. So they're good to go. Unfortunately the dunk spreader broke down 3 days left before the ban, so I got a full overhaul then, so it's ready to go. It's been washed down and parked back up. Sure, we'll take a walk out this way and see. Hopefully you can hear me, there's a little bit of wind there today. Oh no, we're not doing too badly. Once we get our tractors back, we're ready for slurry season. It's just a matter of getting the tractors back up and going. I want the drill and ploughs ready for slurry season really, because I want to start planting beans first week of February. So I kind of would like to have a bit of a buffer on it. So we'll have to wait and see anyway. Here's the 2 tankers and the dunk spreader up there. I was moving slurry between yards the other day, so that's why the high spec is all dirty. But at least the Belmac is presentable anyway, and you can see all the green pipes on it. I think, I don't know, bring you a bit closer. You can see all the green pipes on it. They've all been changed and good to go. So that's about it. Or if I get involved in the maintenance of any of it, I'll try and video it, but for the most part I deal with the managing side of things, which is not fun, but it has to be done.